Can't you guys see I'm busy? I don't have time to make a video. Wait, I've got an idea. I'll just let AI do all the work. Before we start, I would like to mention that about 98% of what you're about to hear and see was generated using AI. I would also like to mention that mathematics is not my strongest quality, which is why I guessed that percentage. By adding certain prompts, I was able to generate a script using AI. Using the generated script, I then invited a few famous people to lend their voices for this video. Unfortunately, I did not have the correct contact information for them, so I just generated their voices using AI instead. I wrote some quick transitions between the characters, and then finally, using parts of the generated script, I created images using Bing. Good luck!
Why is Luigi the best character in gaming? Written by AI.
There are many things that make us amigo, but the one thing that we all have in common is our love for video games.
If not, I'm not quite sure what you're doing here, but I'm still glad you could make it.
Whether you're playing on your phone or console, there's nothing quite like a feeling of sitting down with a group of friends and taking turns to beat each other's high scores. In this day and age, video games are more popular than ever before, which means that they have to be represented in all forms of media. One character who has been around since the very beginning is Luigi from the Mario franchise. Since his debut back in 1981, Luigi has gone on to star in over 200 titles across multiple platforms and genres. While he may not always get as much attention as his brother Mario does, Luigi has a lot to offer both the fans and newcomers alike. In the game Super Mario 64, there are many different characters that you can play as. One of those characters is Luigi.
Wait, what? Oh.
In this essay, I will be discussing what it was like to play as Luigi in the game Super Mario 64. When playing as Luigi in Super Mario 64, he has a few different abilities than other characters, though the first ability that Luigi has is the ability to walk through walls. This was very helpful when trying to get somewhere because it allowed me to sneak around without being seen by any enemies or obstacles on my way there. Another thing that Luigi could do in this game was climb ladders and ropes, which also helped me get around faster because I didn't have to worry about getting stuck on something while climbing down from above or having an enemy see me climbing up from below and try to attack me while I was still trying to climb up onto something high off the ground. The last thing that Luigi could do in this game was swim underwater, which again helped me get around faster because instead of walking across land with all of its obstacles and dangers, I would just swim across land.
What?
I would just swim across land with none of those things obstructing my path or putting my life at risk. Now I will let my best friend Peter KnettAIr tell you more about Luigi.
Thank you, mAIrio, for that beautiful introduction. First off, let's talk about his appearance. When it comes to looks alone, Luigi doesn't really stand out from the crowd. He just looks like any other Italian plumber with red overalls and a mustache. Although I guess he could dye it pink. However, what makes him different from most characters is how similar he looks between names. Luigi's signature outfit is his green shirt with the red collar, black pants, and brown shoes. Luigi's signature outfit is very simple, but it has a lot of meaning. The first thing that stands out about Luigi's outfit is the color combination of green and red. Green represents life while red represents death, which makes sense because mAIrio dies in almost every game he appears in.
That is so true.
The second thing that stands out about Luigi's outfit are his shoes. They have a unique design compared to all of the other characters because they are brown instead of white like everyone else. Luigi has an overall similar look to how he did in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch console, but there are some key differences between him then and now. Luigi wears a blue shirt with a red collar, black pants, and brown shoes just like in previous game.
Look, I know that the colors in the picture don't correspond with all the colors mentioned, but after the 20th time adjusting and generating the prompt, I made the decision. This picture was good enough.
But this time around he also wears glasses which were not seen before when playing as him on any Nintendo console or handheld device. Thank you for letting me share my thoughts about Luigi's appearance. This was Peter KnettAIr, now handing over to that 1x adventurer from skyrAIm.
Thank you, Peter. I used to be a YouTuber like you, till I took a copyright strike to the name. The story of Luigi is about a young boy named Luigi who lives in the Mushroom Kingdom. He has two brothers, mAIrio and Luigi. The story begins when Mario is playing outside with his friends at Peach's castle when suddenly Bowser appears on top of the castle with a Gantcopa trooper riding on its back. He throws bombs at everyone until only Mario is left standing while all the others are dead or injured. Except for Toad. After that, he goes into the castle after saving Peach from being kidnapped by Bowser and finds out that she was taken away by an evil creature called Dry Bones who were led by King Boo, Bowser's younger brother. So now it was up to Luigi to go save her before it was too late, because if anything happened to her then there would be no one left in this kingdom except for him. On Monday, June 11th, 2019, the world lost one of its greatest entertainers and musicians. The world lost a lead in the music industry when legendary singer and songwriter Mr. mAIrio died at the age of 85 years old. He was known for his hit songs such as Let Me Love You and Dance With My Father, which he wrote with his brother Mr. Luigi. Mr. mAIrio was born on May 3, 1933 in Brooklyn, New York to Italian immigrant parents who worked as a tailor and a seamstress respectively. His father would take him to work with him every day since he had no high school diploma so that he could learn how to sew properly from professionals. As a child, he would listen to classical music while working on his mother's sewing machine all day long. Thank you for hearing me out. Now over to Cookie Monster.
Thank you, Adventure. In Super Smash Bros., Luigi uses his trademark green missile attack, and in Melee he uses his own unique move called AIrlo, which shoots out water at enemies that can freeze them if they get hit by it 3 times consecutively. This was removed from Brother. In Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Freed's Wii U, Luigi has a new move called Vacuum Wave, which sucks opponents towards him and then launches them away with an explosion of air around him. This was also removed from Brother. In this game, Luigi also gains the ability to float after using this move, so he can use it mid-air as well as on the ground. This was not present in any previous game. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be the first time that Luigi has had a completely different fighting style than his older brother Mario since Melee back in 2001. Luigi's role in these games is to help his brother save Princess Peach from Bowser, who kidnaps her every time she appears on television. In most of these games, Luigi must also rescue Peach from Bowser's clutches. Luigi has appeared in many different types of video games throughout his history with Mario. Some of these include platformers like Super Mario Bros., puzzle games like Super Mario Sunshine, and action-adventure titles such as Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and New Super Mario Bros. This was AIrlo. Thank you for listening to me. Next up is my friend Mr. morgAIn.
Thank you, Cookie Monster. Luigi's financial status was never really talked about until Super Mario Odyssey, when it was revealed that he was living off of welfare checks from New Donk City. This sparked an interest in me to find out how much money Luigi makes per year and how much money he would need to make if he wanted to live on his own without relying on anyone else for support. The first thing I did was look up what kind of salary Luigi will need in order to live comfortably if he were working full-time at a job that paid him $50,000 per year. The average salary for someone with no college education.
And then it just stopped.
The mansion is the main setting of Luigi's mansion. It is a large, creepy old house with many rooms and hallways. The mansion has many strange things that can be found in it, such as ghosts, poltergeists, and even gent sex. The first room you enter into is the living room. This room has a kitchen and a table with chairs around it. There are 2 doors on either side of the living room that lead to other rooms in the mansion. On one wall there are several pictures hanging from hooks on it. These pictures show various members of Luigi's family who have all passed away over time. Luigi's grandpa, grandma, Aunt Rosalina. In front of this picture there is also an object called the Book of Stickers, which contains information about ghosts and other paranormal creatures throughout history. This book will be mentioned again later.
Spoiler alert, it's never mentioned again.
I think Luigi is the best character in gaming because he has been there for me since I was a kid. He has always been there to help me out, and he never gives up on anyone. When I was younger, my brother and I would play mAIrio games together, and we would always switch characters. It was usually Luigi that got stuck in the pipe or who had to save Peach from Bowser's clutches. It just shows how important he is to me as a character and as a person. The first game that made me fall in love with Luigi was Super Mario Bros. 3 in the NES back in 1990. In this game, You are able to play as both mAIrio and Luigi at different points throughout the game, but you are only able to control one of them at any given time. This made me feel like I wasn't alone when facing off against Bowser, because I knew my brother Cole would come save me if things got too tough for Kelsey.
Who the f is Kelsey?
After playing this game so many times, it showed how much of an impact it had on my life by making such an impression on someone who is only 8 years old now. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life of Luigi, written by artificial intelligence. Goodbye.
So, what did we learn through all of this? That's right, that using AI was probably a bad idea.